Hey everybody, it's the angel that says fuck. My name is Katie.
And of
This
course,
is Megan, my partner in tarot. And we are here to talk about and do a reading for all signs for the month of April. So, preemptive happy birthday to all the April babies. I think we said happy birthday to the March babies. Pretty sure we did. But,
late Aries, early Taurus.
you might have missed it because I know we only had like 2 or 3 visitors. It wasn't really well published, but we tried to do a live on Instagram last week and I thought I could have saved it, but I guess I had my settings off and I couldn't just save it, so it was ephemeral and it died and it went away.
We were just trying different platforms.
We did an all signs reading on Instagram, so you guys might want to go ahead and follow that fucking angels, my channel on there. Just in case we do something wild and crazy like that, and if the mood hits and the wind is right, we're gonna just get on there and do stuff.
My schedule's a little bit all over the place. I work 2 different jobs, so
between her and my dad, it's kind of crazy. So let's talk about this month of April. Right now the sun's in Aries, so we're in the middle of Aries season, and we have the new moon in Aries coming up, and we will be probably doing a video for that. We already have plans for it. It's going to happen on the 5th of April at 8:50 in the morning. So we'll have Aries on Aries energy, and we'll talk more about that when that comes. Then we'll have another full moon in Libra, which we did a makeup reading for the new moon in Libra that we missed putting on YouTube. That's what was on IG. We did a post manifestation video for that. So this time we'll have another makeup video for another new full moon in Libra, and that'll be happening. I think that is at the very end. That's the last day of Aries season into Taurus, I believe. And then we have another feature of this month is Mercury's entering Aries on the 17th of April. We have Venus entering Aries on 4/20.
That doesn't look like you wrote down 17. That looks like 4-7.
That's a 17.
Because like this.
I know all the of them have dashes.
Yeah,
mostly, but that's not a dash. I promise. My notes are terrible. This is why I hardly ever make you read my writing. And then the last feature we have happening this month for April is Jupiter is going into retrograde on the 10th. So probably when we do the new moon in Aries video, we'll do a little talking about Jupiter retrograde as well, and kind of what aspects that's making. As far as everything else is concerned, I want to open up the reading with a blessing, and I ask that you participate by inviting your ancestors, your guides, your teams to lend their energy to making sure that we deliver the right messages. I ask that source and the universe and the angels assist us with removing our egos out of the equation when we're delivering these messages for all the signs, and that we are able to channel the correct messages that people need to be hearing right now that are current for this month of April, and that everybody receives something valid for them through us, since that's what we're here to do. So we're asking the angels of truth, love, and light, and benevolent darkness. So both sides, as long as they have our best interest in mind. And
absolutely,
we want to invite our shadow selves as well as the light of our own souls to be here and fully present. So we bless our cards, remove egos. I think that's pretty standard. I'm going to say thank you for participating. If you're watching, please watch for your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, and your Venus sign. We like that. If you need any help discovering where your placements are, hit me up, DM me. We have our contact info below. If you want to follow us or on social media, Megan's only on Instagram, so that's the only option you've got to find her. Excuse me.
If not, you can find my email down below as well.
Oh yeah, that too.
Well, If you've never seen one of our videos,
Pardon.
or you maybe forgot, I don't know. We run our readings a little bit different. We each pull a card. We'll give our interpretation for the card we pull, and then we will put the cards together for a combination 2-card reading, and we'll both interpret them as a whole.
Sometimes we argue, sometimes we teach each other something, sometimes we both agree, sometimes we pull the same cards. We never know what's going to happen. Literally, like, some crazy shit always happens. So
Absolutely.
we're glad that you're joining us for the ride. Please like, share, subscribe. Let us know that you're watching. Give us emojis under in the comments. That's always dope.
We're going to start with Pisces.
Yeah, so
we're going to go backwards. We like to try to mix it up. Not
we'll
every
usually
time.
switch back and forth on who pulls the first card, and I usually always forget where my place is. So let's go. All right, just just some chatter. We're using a different camera today. We've been using the GoPro that we have but there was like audio clickings in the last Moon and Pisces video that we did, and I didn't like that. We haven't worked out some of the bugs when it comes to uploading it. It took over a week, and I don't know if that was just Mercury retrograde, but it was really discouraging for us. So we're back to our quality that we started with from the beginning, which is my webcam camera.
Because we know we can get it up right away.
It's reliable, and consistency is really, really important. So we'll continue to figure out what's going on with the camera situation.
All right.
Pisces for April.
Do you want me to start?
I was going to. I was just getting a feel for my cards and getting them all mixed up from my pull for myself this morning. All right. We have the Page of Pentacles. It seems like Pisces always has Pentacle cards, which means you're always feeling like you're working on something, or your thoughts are being brought to this realm that we can see, feel, hear, taste, touch. It's not so much the fact that you're concentrating on things you can't see right now. This is all tangible stuff, and this is like maybe usually pages are some kind of message coming in for you in regards to finances, or something that makes you feel security, or this is somebody in your life that has maybe a news about needing a job to be filled, or etc. So let's see what else is coming in for this and get to the interpretations.
All right, so Pisces, I pulled the Hierophant for you guys. This is a card of, and this is one of the hard cards, like, for me to explain in a sense, just because it's I'd like to say it's exactly what it sounds like.
It's about right and wrong. It's about feeling a responsibility. I feel like because of the Pinnacle card, it's the actual duty to perform a ritual for yourself, or some sort of spiritual opening for yourself. Maybe you need to go for a walk in nature. Something that is going to set yourself on the right side of things. This is like, usually it's there's good and bad, right and wrong when it comes to the Hierophant, because he's a religious figure, and he does things by the book.
I like to think of him kind of like the Pope,
for sure.
Like, it's kind of like Popey energy. So with the 2 cards put together,
it's like
money on your mind.
You're doing everything you can to make sure that, or somebody's come. Maybe it's like you're getting an offer from somebody that has connections behind them, and they're speaking to you from somebody that has a big setup, that already has their shit together,
very established,
and they're coming to you because you have something they need help with, and you're the only person that can get it done because of your artistic vision. Go Pisces. Or it's you, and you're coming from a position where you're high up, and you're offering something and sending a message to somebody that's giving them some stability. So that's really not too deep for Pisces.
But it seems like it is an energy of getting things done.
It's hard not to talk about Pisces and lump in spirituality already anyway. Like, you guys are just like, you know, so maybe that's just, you're coming from a place that is more grounded in your own knack of spirituality. Like, you're linked up to it and you're going forth and networking thusly.
If you are a Pisces that maybe feels like you need a little bit more clarity regarding that, feel free to hit us up and we will make you an extended.
Damn
All
right.
right, Aquarius. Let's see how April is going to be influenced by your energy.
You know, I forgot to sage. We usually have something burning. Hold on. I mean, go ahead, poll.
Yeah,
You don't need to stop talking. I meant hold on, like, in general.
So
Like, hold on, Katie, more than hold on, Megan. You're good. I'm the one that messed
the
up.
moon. All right, Aquarius. The moon is it tends to be a card that is like secrets, you know, under the moon and the darkness.
Possible deceptive energies.
You got the water, you got a crab here, you got like, it almost looks like two like gates, and then like there's a road going through some mountains. So if you just want to
There's something underneath the surface here, and the moon, this new moon might bring it out because it's a dark card. The things are cloaked. It's secretive. There's secrets happening here. So let's see what kind of secrets are being revealed for Aquarius energy.
to this kind of like this card, I like to say, is kind of like the two sides of every story card too.
Sometimes for Aquarius, sometimes for reversals, I will feel it out whether or not it's meant to be upside down. And this is definitely, I feel like it's supposed to be. It's when the Five of Pentacles is upright, it's like feeling insecure. It's feeling left out in the cold, not being right with your money. I feel like maybe you're putting out the vibe that things aren't right with your money, and that might not be true.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
You might be telling people you're broke, but you're not, and you're trying to hide it for whatever reason.
Yep.
It's like, it doesn't really matter why, but the fact is that omission is a lie too.
Aquarius, you could be coming into maybe some money this month and not letting people know. And like she said, you're still kind of keeping the image of not having a lot to spend.
And it seems like it's in a relationship because there's two dogs and two people. So it has to do with possibly a family, like a unit of people that are together and they have pets. And it has to do with a home situation that's established because this is a church. Okay, so it's like
it could easily be your other half doesn't know where money's going, and
and it's affecting the entire house.
Right. You could, people maybe
doing without. There's sacrifice happening that maybe doesn't need to be happening because of this. What do you think?
This is a tough situation for Aquarius.
Why?
I'm actually kind of speaking from a position of having an Aquarius father that actually did this at one point in my lifetime, where he made it seem like we really didn't have the money. We did. So we'd kind of get deals on stuff and like that. In reality, we're balling. Okay, so this kind of hits kind of close to home for me. Like,
what I don't like is the idea that when somebody's hiding something in the first place, the hit I'm getting is it doesn't come from a place of abundant mindset if somebody's hiding something, you know what I mean? And it's somebody trying to get one over on somebody else because they don't think there's enough to go around, or that they think that they have to hide because otherwise they won't be able to have what they want. You know, so that's not exactly great either. So either way, there's lack mentality being
Right.
at issue
I'm getting
here.
the word selfish
Mm,
coming to mind.
We don't want that in our relationships where it's one-sided like this. It's kind of gross. Either if it's you or it's somebody that you know that's an Aquarius.
Right. Yeah, this doesn't have to be you. This
It
can
depends
be,
if you're cross-watching or if it's you. You'll know.
you
It's
know,
not up to us to decide. But this is like not
money
great.
secrets.
So April, keep an eye out for stuff that might be going on, and you know, shady shit. I don't like it. Let's see if Capricorn's doing any better. I laugh because Capricorn is very consistent about letting me know how life is going, not just one. And you know, you guys are funny. Let's see how. Oh my god, why did I say Aquarius? I was reading Aquarius above Capricorn. Okay, so Capricorn for April. That's a good thing. You're feeling secure, but you're kind of alone. That's all right. You're typical to being a lone wolf, but you don't mind. You know, I've heard more than one Capricorn talk about maybe having falcons, so check that out. It's an abundant landscape there, but they're enjoying it by themselves, and I don't think they're one bit sorry about that.
All right. So now I got the Nine of Wands. Again, this guy is by himself.
Nines are usually solitary, loneness.
Right.
It goes back to the hermit being number 9.
Mm-hmm. I'm just sensing you Capricorns are feeling content within your financial status. You know, you're feeling abundant. You know, you got everything you need. There's nice skies, fertile, luscious, like greens, and then you know this guy's over here just kind of like watching shit from afar.
I feel like this is two sides to the Capricorn mentality this month, which is like, I'm alone. Part of me loves it. Part of me hates it.
Right, exactly.
I feel like nobody wants me on one side. I feel like, fuck it, if nobody wants me, I get to have all of this
But then
by myself.
You're not really putting yourself out
You're
there.
like, but either way, that energy's gonna keep you alone because you're kind of stuck between feeling two ways here.
Yeah.
And the universe isn't gonna deliver you anything but more of this if you don't change your thought patterns. So
Capricorn, get out of this frame of mind.
Like, you're only as alone as you want to be. Like, you know, maybe you're scared, you're feeling defensive, and you don't want to like think you have to. Yeah, and that's another lack mentality thing. You don't really want to give up your abundance, what you have so much of, if somebody else were to enter the picture, and you are afraid you're gonna feel drained by it, which is like, whatever, dude.
If you feel like you need a little bit more clarity about this reading, go ahead and hit us up. We can schedule you for.
We'll get more into it instead of whatever, dude.
All right.
We can only do so long in these
exactly
all signs readings.
Sagittarius. Let's see.
So was I first this time, or was you?
You just did, Kat.
Okay, yeah, there we go. That's me forgetting my I already have one ready so we'll find out.
Okay. All right, Sagittarius. I got the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah. All right, I love this card. This is
Feels
like basically like looking at like that pentacle as the world, and you got the world in your hands, like just straight up abundant.
It's new too.
Yeah,
It's like it's coming in from all over the place in that card.
I love that.
Let's see.
Love it, love it, love it.
I just flipped that card. So I know for a fact this wasn't intended to come upside down, but it almost did. It's coming swiftly. It's being brought to you, and I say because the Knight of Pentacles is the fastest Pinnacle card, but it's still not moving that fast.
I'm feeling like Sagittarius, you guys have been putting in some work, like in the background, you know, and you're
being recognized for
Yes,
it.
I was just about to say rewarded,
recognized.
Know,
what we just said about Jupiter Jupiter's in Sagittarius right now, you guys. So when that retrograde comes in, there's a possibility that you'll start to see more manifestations or more indications that this is coming in. It might take a little time because of the slowness of the Pentacles typically, but it's coming. So
Yeah, this month looks like
just
financial success for you
go
guys.
at this month with the energies of having wide open hands and being ready for whatever comes along, because
You can only receive
coin-shaped blessings are coming.
what you put yourself in the vibration for, you know? You feel like you're dirt poor, da 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 da. Well, guess what? You're staying dirt poor. No dirt poor.
Okay, Scorpio. Let's see what you're doing for April. Your family, you and your family are experiencing a feeling of fullness, and maybe you're busy with each other. There's a lot of hubbub. There's people coming and going. There's
I feel like there's
advice.
like a trip, like you guys going somewhere,
I like that.
like
Yeah.
a family vacation, like to Disneyland. That's what it, like immediately just popped into my mind. Like,
that's cool. I like that. I don't have any hits on it yet, so if I keep going, you know, how
I
I
pulled
do.
Queen of Swords. All right, so the Queen of Swords is the bitch card. Like, there's really no other more blunt way to put it. She says how she feels. She'll cut right through you. Like,
So how's this bitch going to Disneyland is what I'm trying to figure out.
well,
Like,
I'm feeling like there's somebody trying to rain on the family's parade.
maybe like the grandma's like, no,
Like,
I need you here.
there's some sort of
Something.
outside influence that's trying to poke at your family this month. Like, yeah, like I feel like you guys maybe have a trip planned, or maybe you guys are having some family come in. Like, family
But there's
coming
that one
in.
guy.
Like, or like maybe some in-laws are going to be visiting this month and you can't stand your mother-in-law. Like,
Oh my god, yes, that
like,
looks exactly like what's going on.
yeah, like you're gonna have
somebody that's trying to boss that family who was perfectly coordinated and doing everything just fine all on its own. That's just like, you're doing it wrong. Like, yeah,
you
that's
know, that family member you just dread that comes over, you know, to the family barbecues, and you're just like, ugh. Everybody bite your tongue, let her do her thing, you'll be over
we all
before
know
you
air
know
signs. They're a little bit like, you just can't stop their mouths anyway.
So all I gotta say for you, Scorpio, keep your cool.
Like,
It'll blow over.
Watch out for your relatives that like to talk.
And don't, make sure you guys are not being the Queen of Swords. Like, if you're the one that people are worried about coming over.
Oh my god, yeah.
Please don't.
Don't be mean. It's okay to have boundaries. It's really okay to have boundaries against family, if that's the case too.
Absolutely.
Like, if you really need to be drawing boundaries, I'm all about that. Like, so, that's the month of April, so just keep an eye on some shady feminine energy that's got too much of a mouth.
I'm feeling like a monster-in-law.
Mm. Yeah, that was the biggest like oof, feeling in my stomach when you said that.
All right, Libra. Let's see, you're 8. Ooh. Okay, so the High Priestess Libra. This is the one of the perfect card for you guys, just considering it's like you have like the duality, the black and white. Libra is holding the two scales, this or that. She's a very spiritual being, content. She knows who she is.
She's not very talkative about it.
No, she's
a no talkie. She's a knowing, peaceful, attractive, magnetic card where she's knowing it and bringing it to her. So, okay, so Libras, you're good at that. This is the new ideas have hatched. Okay, so you've got the energy already brewing for possibly a journey. or something. I want to say this is probably a journey inward, because this is like with the queen, not the queen, high priestess. She's always contemplating and always observing, always going deeper, always looking for meaning deeply. So the Three of Wands is like, well, the new start is starting to branch off, and the ideas are becoming a little bit more crystallized, but they haven't gotten direction yet. They're a little bit, they're one more step from the idea stage into action, just right before stepping into action, and you're thinking about your options, like inside the ins and outs, the pros and cons, the white and the black pillars of what you want to build. And it has to come from your inside you. You're the only one that has these answers, but you shouldn't be speaking about them yet.
I feel like this month will be very powerful for you guys in the concept of your future. Whatever big decisions that
you want to look towards the horizon
are made this month are either going to catapult you, or they're going to set you way back.
What you want to do is to discern what is making you feel anxious and what's making you feel good. The queen, not the queen, the high priestess is that bitch that always pays attention to what's going on in her gut. She's about the nervous system, and she's assessing constantly how her body feels, and in regards to what she's thinking about, and how to use her intuitions, that her gut feelings, to help her along to the next step. So this is really logical together. Actually, it's there's something building, and like brilliance of spirituality is all wrapped up in it.
It's like, take that leap of faith this month. Like, it could.
I don't know if it's too much of a leap, because they already know it's there.
But that's the thing. You've been thinking about it and all that. Like, all you have to do is take that step.
You're good.
You're on
to
make that change.
Definitely on your path to whatever that deep depth of emotion is for you. That being aware of your whole being inside and out. That's good. I always feel like when we hit Virgo, that's like the dead center of the reading almost. And it loosens us up for whatever's coming next in the cards for, the early part of the signs. So Virgos, you guys are a breath of fresh air in a way. Even if we're laughing at you. No, I'm teasing. We don't laugh at you. You're gonna be too psyched out on that, guys. Like,
I appreciate
we love you guys
very much.
Okay, Virgo. No laughing at you guys. This is a new direction for you, and it's gonna happen stupid fast, and you're not sure whether you even like it or not. It's going to happen to you and somebody that's close to you, or somebody that's close to you and yourself. This could be at an establishment. Let's see what your card is. It's a course correction. Okay.
So the King of Wands. The King of Wands
this could be a third party thing, because that's like 3 people being involved.
I look at this card as kind of like BDE, big dick energy, or big pussy energy,
right?
Whatever way you male or female, doesn't matter. But this is someone who's confident in who they are. They're not afraid to wear.
They really don't give any fucks about what anybody else thinks either, because it's fire, dude.
I was just about to say, like, they're not afraid to wear unicorn pants or kitty shirts or wear a mullet.
They're not worried about getting made fun of. Or like having people talk behind their back, or haters. They're all about doing the fuck what they want. So basically, perhaps you're going your own direction. He's obviously pointed the other way, and it might be causing the old traditional ways things have been. The people around that were around you might not like it very much. Your new course of direction is going to be shocking to somebody, perhaps. But I never think of obstacles as something that we need to be afraid of. It's all a course correction, or obstacle always puts us where back in alignment to where a little bit of a better spot than we started out in the first place. I feel like.
I'm feeling like with Virgo that you may be feeling like this month that something's not going right, something's falling apart, an idea you've had is not working out, like something along those lines of like you had your mind set on something and it's just not going the way you wanted.
And you don't really care. You wanted it your way.
But look at it as a blessing in kind of disguise to put you in the position of the King of Wands. Like, you're going to be 10 times happier than you thought you were going to be with your other.
It was unstable anyway, and there's nothing. I mean, you guys, as much as Virgo loves to be stable, it's also mutable. So
Absolutely.
you're okay if the ground shifts a little bit under your feet. You won't lose it. It's okay.
Let us know if you need a little bit more to that. We'll schedule
More than happy to give you an extended reading for,
the month of April.
The month of April.
All right, Leo. I'm like
sometimes the cards just don't want to come out right.
No, like I'm struggling right now. All right, Leo, I got the Empress. This is like basically
basking is what I'm hearing. Bask.
She's a very fertile energy. Basically kind of like the mother, the nurturer, Mother Earth, like that mom figure you have that's always around that you know you can count on. Like,
but she's also like really sexy. She's like a hot MILF down the corner that has like
Stacy's mom,
like everything always in the cupboard, and you just know you can go ask to borrow a little sugar.
It's like, oh yes, of course.
Yeah.
Come inside.
The Empress has abundant energy. She's always got those cupboards full. She's like comfortable. So let's see what's going on with the Empress. The Three of Pentacles is like an advice card, sort of like
it's like a team meeting.
The dude up here is consulting with either I can't tell if those are his betters or if he's the one that's in control. It doesn't really matter. That it's regardless. It's about the designs for this establishment. This what looks like a church to me, like they're building something that's going to last a long time. So I feel like she's in charge. The Empress is in charge of a whole scene. Maybe she's organizing things that are happening, like getting people in one spot. Or the whole reason why they're building is for her. Or that's her team that she's consulting with to help her get them to the next step. I'm also getting funerals. Because of the blackness in the card.
I was more thinking of like, this is a woman who knows exactly what she wants, and this is her team over here, like building her that house because she's getting ready to have a baby.
It's so much nicer than funerals.
Like, that's kind of like, she knows what she wants and they're gonna make sure it happens for her.
I love that so much more. Maybe the depth of the blackness is about more about like she's dreamt about it for a long time, and it's happened, almost overnight.
I can almost like picture this like being her husband over here, like up here, like being like, all right guys, this is what we gotta do, this is
how she wants it.
Yeah, this is how she wants it, and
that's how we're gonna have to do it.
I love that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Perfect for
right
Leos.
on, Leo.
Like you like
Delegating. That's your
you guys
perfect.
are in the energy of being abundant. Everybody loves you.
She's like a lioness.
Right.
Like outsourcing her hunting.
Exactly. And people are just making sure shit is happening for her because she's always had their back too.
I like that.
It takes me a few minutes, but that's why you see me making these weird faces.
That's how
I'm just like,
that's how these fucking videos get so long. So Leo, if you want an extended version of what your month is going to be like, and you want more answers, hit us up for an extended reading for you guys. We don't mind doing those for extra. Okay, so now we're on to Cancer. As usual, I'm losing track of who's first.
You are.
Okay. Cancers, I don't know if I'll ever get a hang for how you guys communicate, but I really do care about you guys a lot. I'm trying. We have the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to take this in reverse. It's quite simple. This is the tangible weighing out of something that affects your emotions because of the water. But, your hands are full.
Yes, that's the words I was just like beaming.
Your hands are full. And you're juggling. But the fact that it's coming in upside down, I'm going to burp. Excuse me. I still have an air bubble, but whatever. So maybe that has something to do with why it's coming in upside down.
All right. I pulled the world for you guys. So, Cancer, you guys are taking on way more than you can chew.
It's making you feel choked up. I think that's why I was feeling like that. It's like you're not breathing properly during this time.
You're literally trying to take on the world. And sometimes that's going to get a little exhausting.
I think the reason why it's upside down is because you're going to find yourself stopped in your tracks from wobbling on your decision, and this decision's going to end up being made for you.
If it was right side up, I'd say you're doing a really good job at
maintaining everything.
But considering it is upside down, you're having a real hard time juggling. You are literally upside down. My best piece of advice is to just really try to sit down and organize your schedule. Make sure you kind of, maybe Sunday evenings, take a look at what's going on in your week ahead of time just to get you a little bit more prepared. Make sure you wake up and you shower and you get ready. And
beyond that, take 5 minutes in the morning.
Right.
Probably after, sometime between before you eat and after your shower, maybe. Like, take a second, take 5 to 10 minutes, try to quiet your mind, do the best you can to stop the back and forth. Stop this thing that's making you feel so overwhelmed, and get yourself back together, so emotionally not feeling so overwhelmed, so that you can go back into the world and do what the fuck you have to do. If you need us, let us know. We'll do more for you on the reading, all right?
Swole. That's all I can think of. Like,
swole.
Like, exactly.
Hilarious.
All right. Gemini.
How are y'all mixing it up this month? Because you're never not mixing it up.
Right. More like, who are you going to be this month?
Oh, they have to be one person for the entire month?
Exactly. Who are they this month? Right. You are strength this month, which is, can't go wrong. This is exactly what you see.
You're using your powers for good. Good for you. You made a good decision.
Absolutely. Like, it's almost like if you see this lion right here, he's being petted. He feels loved, and
You're actually taking a cue from spirit and like letting them give you the cues of what to say and how to act and not be a savage. I'm so proud of you.
they say that like lions are king of the jungle, but that's because they have strength.
This is literally about taking cues from spirit and slowing down with what you fucking say. Okay? Like, there's no two ways about it. You're watching your mouth and you are doing such a good job. Like, I know you have so much to say on everything, you know, like, there's never not a comment that a Gemini can make.
Right.
I always have something stupid to say. Always. It's me. I got a Gemini moon, Gemini rising. I got comments on my comments.
You guys tend to have like diarrhea mouth
Like,
sometimes,
oh my
and
God.
then, you know, I've even had to do it to her, like, I can't believe you just said that.
Or
I said that?
Can we not talk so loud? Like, things like that.
There was one time we were driving through our neighborhood, and she was like talking really loud about a neighbor, and of course my window was down, and we're driving right. So I'm like, really? Diarrhea mouth.
I really don't remember if it was. I don't think it was so nasty, but it was definitely something that I shouldn't have been saying, much less in earshot. I think I was just joking, you know, but still, it was like.
Have strength.
Come on.
To think what you're going to be saying through, think your moves through, think your motives through.
Pray about it every day. Do a little meditation too if you must. Like, set your intentions to go ahead and let your higher power lead your mouth this month.
Down, Gemini.
I'll work on it.
I'll let you know how she does.
Yeah, no, seriously, we need a progress report on that stat. Like, probably for the new moon. Well, she'll let you know. I like to jump the gun.
I tell her that probably like every other day. Jumping the gun.
It's alright.
Alright. You got
Taurus. Taurus. I don't like this upside down for Taurus, okay? So.
This is one of the weirdest looking cards to me. Like,
I don't really, you know, for real, like, when it comes to the definition versus the actual, it looks goofy as shit.
Like who stands on the beach with a fish in a cup?
And, like, totally has their hand on their hip and being like, I see what you did there. To the fish in a cup. Maybe this is like Klaus from American Dad, you know, in the fishbowl. Like, he's got a, like, yeah, it's definitely Klaus.
He's always there just saying something.
So, Taurus.
I always have something to say about everything, you know.
Well, yeah. Yeah, that's your Gemini, though. You've got Mercury in Gemini. This is what we were talking about, Geminis. If you're still watching, watch your fucking mouth. Okay, so, we didn't even get to this guy. He's usually very loving. He's got something sweet to say, and he wants to deliver a message.
Yeah.
And this is something new, maybe. So,
okay, with the Ace of Swords, this is straightforward.
it's like fresh air, new idea, of course. Something, maybe somebody is coming up with a new influence, and it's giving you an idea of something to do, and like it's got an emotional verbal connection. Like, I almost want to say, like, maybe it has something to do with a song. You know how, like, it's got words and music, right? The music part's the emotional part. Oh yeah, we'll talk about that in a second. Like, that was weird. But new words for something that has to do with the heart. So maybe you're writing poetry.
I'm feeling like there's a good chance, Taurus, that maybe someone might try to approach you with an offer, with a message, with a present, and
Proposal,
you might kind of
something to do with words, maybe a contract.
You might hurt their feelings a little bit. Like you might be a little sharp with your words, and it may not go bad, but just be careful what you're saying and how you say it in response to receiving something from somebody.
You don't want to be cold. You don't want to come off a little bit too proud.
Or ungrateful.
This person's sensitive. He's young. He's probably going to be younger than Taurus, and he's coming with, like, maybe he's got ideas about how things are going to be, and you have to shut him down or something. But I don't know. I don't see money in this. I see contract maybe, but it's not going to have anything to do with money yet. Maybe he wants to help you with something that you already have an idea about. I don't know.
This is an interesting one. We'd love to hear, like, if you're a Taurus, at the end of the month, like, give us some feedback.
We'd love to pull more cards on this. If you're curious and want an extended, let us know.
Okay, Aries.
God, I'm so nervous when it's Aries time. God.
Oh, this one just popped out, so this is the Eight of Cups. This is a card of walking away, going somewhere else.
Not much to say about that. And it's like taking off in the middle of the night, like finally having enough. Doing it by the light of the moon.
Right, yeah. Like, he's like, almost like, fuck this shit. Like, I don't give a rat's ass how many cups are here. I'm gonna go find something else that I truly enjoy.
It's not fulfilling. You see this, how it lines up?
You're off
to something better. You're walking towards your dream come true here, quite literally. Like, it's one of the two, I think there might be three Make-A-Wish cards, but this is the biggest, because this
is more like
major
wish
arcana.
Coming true card.
This is a guarantee that you're going, whatever you're walking away from is going to make you happier than you were. So as much as the ice hurts to have to dish out to whatever's in your past, like, it's time to go ahead and keep going. So,
but you're not gonna make it there until you turn around and start moving like this man is. He's not just standing there staring back. You could tell that he's walking away. He's going somewhere, trying to get somewhere. He's got a journey in front of him. And in this card, it's almost like, shit, I made it to where I'm going. Look at this.
There's fulfillment in that card. There's something that feels satisfying, and coming from a place where you weren't satisfied. So, no matter how it looks right now, no matter how dark it feels, there's something so much brighter and better for you coming. So, this, I guess, is pretty much, I don't really think I have anything more to say for Aries itself. But, I don't mind bullshitting a little bit here. We can technically close the reading and call it for that. And, I did want to talk about synchronicities a little bit, because some funny shit's been happening behind the scenes here. Is, like, the other day, it was on Thursday, the last space, big, kind of bigger space weather, where I didn't pull any cards, but it was for this last, it was basically talking about Mercury retrograde ending on the 28th, and the fact that Neptune's still there, and blah, blah, blah. And for the story on Instagram, I had added a song, which I almost never do, and it was Don't Go Chasing Waterfalls, or
Right.
Waterfalls by TLC. And
So
she never saw it.
I didn't see it, and I had left to go do 2 spray tans real quick. And I'd come back, and I'm pulling in, and I'm like listening to that song because it was on the radio. And I walk in the house saying, "Don't go chasing waterfalls," and she just looks at
I
me
dropped
like
everything I was doing in the kitchen, and I was like, "Did you see that story?"
and I was like, yeah, I looked at it real quick, but I was just scrolling through.
She's like, "No," and I'm like, had to play it for her, and she's like, "Oh my god."
And then yesterday, so we're sitting in the parking lot, waiting to go into the courthouse, and we're just bullshitting. And I was telling her about how some cops showed up, and parked in front of the salon to go get Waba Girl because it's 2 doors down.
She works at a tanning salon for those who aren't local and don't know us.
Yeah. And so I was just talking about how he was good looking, and I look across the parking lot real quick, and there's a bus on the street that had the Waba Grill sign, and I just seen a cop car, and that's what sparked the whole, me telling her the story in general, and just happened to see the cop car, and then all of a sudden a Waba Grill billboard just strolling by. It was just like...
No, there's a lot of weird things happening, and it's like waking up with a song in your mind and then like getting in the car and it's playing.
Right.
That happens every day almost. Or Pandora Roulette. It's the first song that comes on when you're playing Pandora. There's repeating numbers like crazy. Synchronicities with numbers is really out of pocket right now. And I don't really even want to get into all the number sequences we've been seeing because we see them, we talk about them for us, but I don't want to start talking about them and have all you guys start seeing them too. I want it to be organic. So if you're seeing repetitive numbers, just that's one of those things that we'd love to hear about. Tell us what your channeled songs are. That'd be so much fun. Actually, I'm going to put up on Instagram a story that's going to ask you guys to respond about what your songs are. And we'll have you respond in song. Those are always so much fun. What else can we talk about? Okay, I've started writing questions. I forgot to tell you this. I've started writing questions to ask you for an interview. So we can start
That'll be interesting.
Doing fun little interview things. And that way you'll get to... I think most of you know who I am. I write every day. I have a blog that's not very active, but there's old posts on that.
I just wanted to see her reaction real quick.
That's not the first time I've been told that, even if somebody lives with me.
Who are you?
Who the fuck are you?
No.
My name's Katie.
Officially, her name's Katie.
I just got my name changed yesterday. Officially, the judge granted it. Been working on that for a while since my divorce, so that
her original name
amazing.
Was Bon Quiqui. Don't know why they name her that.
Say that again. I just like the way you say it.
Bon Quiqui.
Bon Quiqui. Now we're just getting dumb. I love it. Bon Quiqui out. No,
That's why you guys never knew, because it was just so funny.
Right.
Blame her
when
mother.
I came out of my mother's snatch, they slapped me on the ass and said, Bon Quiqui.
So that's why she changed it to Katie, because it's just a little...
It was too long, really.
Alright, so this is the Bon Quiqui and Megan show.
Stop. I've gotten the giggles and I'm gonna cry my makeup off. Okay. Gotta get my shit together to end this. Okay, so obviously we're two very silly girls. Women. We're women. And, I don't know. We had some comments saying that we need more content. So we're going to be planning
here
a lot
you
more
go.
content. Anyway, we love you guys. Add us on Instagram. Keep in touch with our crazy lives. We post a lot of stories, and
you can find us all over the place, honestly.
Oh
We're
God.
running into people constantly everywhere we go.
Yeah,
so.
we do live readings. I mean, in person too, if you guys want. Not just extended readings for this, but we can do, if you're local, we'll meet up for you and read your cards for you.
Come catch us at Uptown Wine, usually on Saturdays.
Just hit us up for our rates if you feel like it, if feel led to. I literally can't think of anything more to say because we're about to be filming again in a couple days for this new moon. So,
but we got shit to do, so we're out of here.
Bonqueque, signing off. No,
Megan.
Katie and Megan. No, I'm sorry, you guys. Like, for real. It's Katie and Megan signing off.